Greetings, Guardians. Welcome back to Olympus Alliance. When players think about the Eternity faction, the first heroes that usually come to mind are Corvus, Dante, Iris, Octavia, or even Tempest. They're the heroes dealing incredible damage, controlling the battlefield and carrying entire fights. But behind many of those successful compositions stands one hero that quietly keeps everything together. Morrigan. Known as the Princess of Necromancy, Morrigan is unlike any other healer in Hero Wars Alliance. While most healers focus exclusively on restoring health, Morrigan completely changes one of the game's core mechanics. She controls death itself, making her one of the most unique support heroes ever introduced into the game. Today, we're going to break down exactly what makes Morrigan so special, why she remains one of the strongest supports for the Eternity faction, and how every part of her kit works together to make Eternity teams incredibly difficult to defeat. So, let's dive straight into it. The first thing that immediately separates Morrigan from every other healer is her unique interaction with resurrection. While Morrigan is present on the battlefield, no hero can be resurrected. Enemy heroes stay dead. But so do your own allies. Her mastery over necromancy allows her to completely dictate the rules of life and death, preventing any resurrection attempt from succeeding while she remains alive. At first, this mechanic might seem like a disadvantage because it also affects your own team. However, once you start facing compositions that rely heavily on resurrection to win battles or force timeouts, you quickly realize just how valuable this ability really is. Instead of allowing the enemy to recover after losing an important hero, Morrigan ensures that every elimination is permanent. Against resurrection-based teams, this completely changes the outcome of the fight. The enemy doesn't get a second chance. Once a hero falls, they stay down. But Morrigan's value doesn't stop there. She's also the premier healer for the Eternity faction. Unlike traditional healers that provide the same support to every hero, Morrigan was specifically designed to work alongside Eternity heroes. Every Eternity ally receives her healing at full effectiveness, allowing them to remain on the battlefield for much longer. Heroes from every other faction can still receive healing, but only at half of its normal power. That's one of the biggest reasons why dedicated Eternity teams perform so well with Morrigan. Her entire kit rewards players who fully commit to the faction, making every Eternity hero around her significantly stronger. That same design philosophy continues with bone armor. This ability does much more than simply increase your team's defenses. Whenever Morrigan casts bone armor, she summons 2 skeletons while simultaneously increasing the armor and magic defense of every ally. Once again, Eternity heroes receive the full defensive bonus, while heroes from other factions only benefit from half of the effect. This makes an enormous difference during battle. The additional armor allows Eternity heroes to survive powerful physical attackers much more comfortably, while the increased magic defense greatly improves their durability against mage compositions. In many situations, these defensive bonuses are strong enough to completely change how long your frontline and damage dealers survive throughout the fight. Of course, no defensive mechanic is perfect. Armor and magic defense provide excellent protection against physical and magical damage, but they offer no protection against pure damage. That naturally creates a weakness within bone armor. Fortunately, Morrigan already has the perfect answer. Her third ability, Empathy of Eternity, is one of the smartest defensive mechanics available to the Eternity faction. Just like bone armor, Morrigan summons 2 additional skeletons. But this time, she also activates Empathy of Eternity on every Eternity hero. Instead of allowing one hero to absorb the full impact of incoming attacks, a large portion of every type of damage is evenly distributed across all skeletons currently alive. It doesn't matter whether the incoming damage is physical, magical or pure. The skeletons help absorb that pressure. As a result, your main heroes survive much longer while the skeletons sacrifice themselves to protect the team. It's an incredibly efficient defensive mechanic because it doesn't simply reduce damage. It spreads that damage across multiple targets, dramatically increasing the survivability of your entire Eternity composition. This also explains why Morrigan's ultimate is so important. Her ultimate doesn't simply provide healing. It continuously increases the number of skeletons fighting alongside your team. And the more skeletons you have alive, the more effective empathy of Eternity becomes. Every additional skeleton means more damage can be distributed away from your main heroes, allowing the entire team to survive much longer while Morrigan continues providing constant healing and sustain. That's what makes her playstyle so different from other healers. She isn't trying to recover huge amounts of health after the damage has already happened. She's preventing your team from taking that damage in the first place by constantly redirecting it through her skeleton army. It's a unique mechanic that perfectly represents her identity as the Princess of Necromancy. Naturally, Morrigan becomes even stronger when she's surrounded by the right heroes. Corvus is one of her best partners, increasing the offensive power of every Eternity ally while benefiting enormously from Morrigan's healing and constant protection. Dante is another fantastic partner, reducing the enemy's main stat, particularly against strength-based heroes, and making the opposing team even easier to deal with. Octavia also fits perfectly into these compositions, providing valuable armor penetration while increasing survivability through dodge, making the entire team much more difficult to eliminate. Tempest brings another layer of control by delaying enemy actions, giving Morrigan and the rest of the Eternity team even more time to establish complete control over the battlefield. And finally, Dante provides the finishing power. While Morrigan keeps everyone alive and the rest of the team controls the pace of the fight, Dante is free to eliminate enemies as quickly as possible before they ever have a chance to recover. Together, these heroes create one of the strongest Eternity compositions currently available, combining incredible survivability, outstanding control and consistent damage throughout the entire battle. Morrigan may never be the hero with the biggest damage numbers. She may never be the one stealing every highlight. But make no mistake, she is one of the most important reasons why Eternity teams are so difficult to defeat. She controls resurrection. She strengthens every Eternity hero around her. She protects the team through bone armor. She distributes incoming damage with empathy of Eternity. And she constantly reinforces the battlefield with skeletons that become the foundation of her entire kit. If you're building an Eternity team, Morrigan isn't simply another support hero. She's one of the pillars that allows the entire composition to function at its highest level. Now we'd love to hear from you, Guardians. Do you think Morrigan is still the best support for the Eternity faction, or do you prefer another combination? Let us know down in the comments. Stay tuned. Stay sharp. And, as always, salute and friendship.